with more on the School Spectacular. See you in half an hour.
Thanks, Sam. Anyone who attempts and fails to come to Australia as an asylum seeker could be banned from the country for life. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull is planning to introduce new laws to Parliament denying them an Australian visa even for business or tourism.
It is intended to be a blunt warning to people smugglers, but refugee advocates say it's a cruel twist that will only punish the most vulnerable. It's Monday, so let's bring in the senators, Darren Hinch and Pauline Hanson. Morning to you both.
Morning.
Darren, is this legislation a viable solution to people smuggling or compensating for the Immigration Minister's lack of management?
Look, there's two things here. One is that I suspect that the government's trying to wedge the Labor Party, because I know they're split over this. On one hand, they're following up on something. They're closing something that Kevin Rudd, as Prime Minister, started. But what worries me about it, and I support the major parties on offshore processing, but what if you're a 10-year-old kid, you've been brought here by your parents as a refugee, not even with your permission, and you're going to be banned forever? There should be some sort of sunset clause where, I mean, you can go from log cabin to White House. What if this kid gets to be 20 or 30 years of age and is told you can't even come to Australia as a tourist? I'll look at the fine print and see if there are some amendments, but in general, I'll support both the government and the opposition.
Pauline, yesterday you hinted this was the government stealing your policy, so I assume you're backing this legislation then.
Look, in principle, I do back the policy. I think we need to make a very tough stance and put out a clear message. Refugees are not welcome here. Now, we know the majority come here for economic reasons, that they actually come here, end up on our welfare system. I have too many people come through my office and who talk to me on the streets. They're fed up of refugees getting housing, healthcare, legal aid. They get furniture, they get cars, they get, looked after very, very well. Australians are fed up with it, and a matter of fact, so am I. Look after our own first. When we become a very wealthy country, hopefully, again, then we can look after other people.
OK. All right, moving on.